Hello, you absolutely amazing person, you. I have some hard-hitting blog posts for you this week because sometimes you can't pull the punches. You just got to be crystal clear. And this is the last time I'm doing a video from this setup. I'll explain it all right after the intro. Bonjour, Mishko Pakanon, Queen Addition Cosmundo Dam. Hello, everybody. It's Sandy Boucher here once again in my casual attire. I'm Red Thunderbolt Woman of the Loon Clan, a proud member of Same River First Nation in Treaty 3 territory, Northern Ontario, and I am committed to getting this country together, to having us reconciled, to have Indigenous respected as an equal partner with non-Indigenous Canadians. And to that end, every single day of the week, Monday to Friday, I release a blog post, a little tidbit, a little something for you to chew on to help you understand what things look like from our side of the feather, how challenging it can be to unpack all the assimilation, to remember who we were before the others came. So this week, I have some blog posts for you. And I mentioned this is the last time I'm showing. Oh, look at what my hair is doing. Funky. You notice the sunlight coming in? This office is starting to get really hot. Summer is coming, and I want to continue being able to do this work. So I'm going to be doing a major rearrange this afternoon. And the next video will be coming from a more internal office, way at the end back there, where it's nice and cool. And we'll stay that way for the entire summer. Now, this week I'm looking at, obviously, I'm previewing the blog posts that are coming out. Better than a review any day. If you're on my email list and you sign up to that at sandyboucher.com, you're going to get this blog post in your email every single morning. Or you can check it out on social media. Or if you're belong to my membership, you already have access to these blog posts. You don't even need to wait till they come out. More on the membership at the end of the video. We're going to start with tomorrow's video. I was thinking, when am I releasing this? Yes, on Sunday. So tomorrow's video, May 15th, is called No Choice. And in that blog post, I talk about the two-row wampum. And if you don't know what that is, it is really worth a Google search to see the image because the image is so incredibly powerful. It's a beaded representation of one of our treaties. An Indigenous treaty, the one I'm thinking of was with the Dutch, and it represents two paths. Does that sound familiar to anyone who's read my book, The Path? One represented the Indigenous peoples and the path they were on, and one represented the European settlers. And the whole idea, what the Indigenous people at that time thought they were agreeing to, was that we would walk together, that Indigenous would not interfere with the affairs of non-Indigenous people. You'd run your communities the way you do, but we'd be able to run ours the way we do as well. And I still think that's a beautiful model for reconciliation, and we know that is not how things played out. But the reality is Indigenous people are rapidly getting to the point where we're just not putting up with assimilation anymore and not putting up with always having to play by mainstream rules. We're getting closer to that model, and rapidly business owners are seeing you either adapt to meeting us in the middle, like that original wampum belt suggested, or we're going to find other people to do business with. So like I said, hard hitting, that's a blog post you're definitely going to want to check out. It's called No Choice. Now on Tuesday, May 16th, I got a little personal in that I'm always talking about unpacking, or I have been over the last little while. And one of the things I personally had to unpack, and I'm sharing this because maybe you need to look at what you adopted from your parents without even realizing. My parents didn't have a lot of money. They tried their best to raise the kids with what they had, and I think they did an amazing job. But one of the things that used to happen every week or every second week when we'd go grocery shopping, my brothers or I would suggest some new snack we wanted or something new we wanted to try in our lunches. My mom's response was always the same. Well, if you're sure you're going to eat it, I'll get it for you. I don't know about you, but for me, the fear of getting stuck having to eat something gross for an entire week was enough to stop me from trying. To this day, and I'm now 59 years old, there are still many foods I have not tried. For example, I tried sushi for the very first time last week, and this might be fun. I encourage you to comment on this video and just suggest a food. Ask me if I've tried it. To be fair, in the blog post I mentioned, I think I was in my 40s, late 30s, early 40s before I had a peach for the first time. So, like, trust me, I'm talking about everyday things. Might be fun to see what food you come up with, and I'll definitely respond and let you know if I've tried it. And if I say I haven't tried it and you think I definitely should, well, tell me that, because I'm now on a kick to try new things and unpacking that lesson from my mom. May 17th, Wednesday. So, another hard-hitting post, an honest, absolutely honest post. All my posts are honest. In this post, I'm trying to stay out of the sun. I'll just keep moving closer to you. In this post, I realized recently why there's not more Indigenous people doing this work. And it's because of the emotional price tag we pay. We're talking about reconciliation isn't a conversation for us. It's a hope that things are going to get better. And every now and then I get asked to do mandatory training for a group, meaning the participants don't have a choice to be there. And what I've come to realize is those are often, not always, but often the audiences that are the hardest. For an Indigenous person, it's kind of like standing in front of a firing line, confronting the stereotypes head on, talking to people that still believe them. That is hard work. And I have long said non-Indigenous education can no longer be at the price of Indigenous pain. And those sessions are painful. So in this blog post, I'm actually considering charging more for mandatory training. The other thing that's a reality, and I've mentioned this before, mandatory training often doesn't result in a more enlightened workforce. It often means the people that had to attend resent Indigenous people even more. The workplace could actually get more unhealthy than healthy. Keep it in mind. Now, on May 18th, kind of back to the unpacking again, as an Indigenous person, unless you're in the community, and that has its own challenges in one of our Indigenous communities, you're up to your neck in mainstream another culture. And assimilation is a reality. We've all been assimilated to a certain extent. And that unpacking, that trying to remember who we were before the others came, is a huge deal. And often it means realizing that amazing teacher, that amazing teacher that everyone recommended is not an amazing teacher for me, because they're mainstream. And they either don't see the challenge of the cross-cultural reality, or they minimize it as something in my head. Neither of those are true. I am not saying those barriers can stop me. I have proven they don't. But that doesn't mean we can't acknowledge that struggle, and I think we need to. So if there's any BIPOC business coaches out there, send me an email. Send me an email. We need to talk. There are definitely some things I need to unpack. I would love to work with a business coach. Just can't have someone who doesn't understand that challenge, or that is going to minimize the Indigenous challenge. Okay, so there's that. That's what Thursday was about, just choosing carefully your teachers. It's called limiting teachers. And last but not least, May 19th, after a challenging week, I decided I was so done with unpacking. I don't need the mainstream suitcase. I don't care if mainstream instructors, academics, or whatever believe what I have to say, because I know it is true. And when they are ready to dance on the wall that divides us with me, then I am there and have all the time in the world to help them understand. But if they're going to sit back and judge me and use academic standards to do that, then we're not ready to have this conversation. And I'm done unpacking the suitcase. I'm going back to using a knapsack because that's what's worked for Indigenous people. I reject the suitcase. And you're going to see that change in my upcoming seminars. So there you have it, my friends, a holy moly week of blog posts. I told you what dates they're coming out. Again, you can, if you're on my email list, you get them directly in your inbox. You can follow me on either my Facebook page or on LinkedIn, and you'll see the posts daily. And if you're in the membership, they're already there. Go check them out. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I am now dying of the heat. I had to turn off the air conditioners to do this video so you wouldn't get, my voice wouldn't get drowned out in the noise. And now it's hot, which is why I have to move my office. Until next week from a new, cooler location, I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello again, you amazing person, you. It's Sandy Boucher once again, cutting in on my own video to tell you all about my brand new all-inclusive membership program. And seriously, if you like any part of my work, whether it's the blog posts and my writing style, my seminars, my speeches, my courses, you are going to want to be part of this. I mean, look at everything it includes. It includes my 2023 blog posts that I'm reviewing in this video. It includes all of the blog posts from 2022 that you can't get anywhere else. And the best part, look at this. You get to read whichever one you want in whatever order you want, based on the day, based on the title. It's totally up to you. You check it off as read and come back as often as you want. Talk about honoring your path and you doing this your way. On top of that, the entire 52 Steps to Reconciliation video set is available in the membership. Again, the only place you can find it. And again, watch it in whatever order you want to. There's courses, the path away from lateral violence, missing pieces, and even a day that can change everything, that includes so many of the teachings that I live my life by. And if something comes up in your workplace, maybe you need to bop into one of my courses to review one of the lessons. Again, watch them in the order that you need. And there's PDFs for you to download. This is everything I've got, and it gets updated on a regular basis, and it doesn't affect how much you pay. So how much do you pay? Well, $19 a month. That's a lot of content for $19 a month there when you need it at your fingertips. Or pay the annual rate and you save even more. And if you want it for your staff or group, well, I have a price for that too. I am here to support you in any way I can, and this membership fits the bill. I can't wait to see you in the all-inclusive membership.